Hi, second grade. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, and it's week 4, day 4. And yesterday was Earth Day, and I hope you watched the video I recorded about a really good book I found on YouTube. And then I also shared a little video about the puppies and how they didn't celebrate Earth Day. Kind of silly. So today is Thursday, and it's week 4, day 4. So let's take a look at our purple homework sheet, distance learning. You're going to take the spelling test, and you can do that 2 different ways. As you know, you can do it on Spelling City, and if that doesn't work for you, you can do paper pencil. Just be sure that it's a test that your family gives you. And you can go back to Monday and Tuesday of this week where I went through kind of helping with learning the spelling words if you need more direction. After you do the spelling test, you're going to choose any Scholastic News. And the one I found, I got a hard copy of it, it's called Beach of Glass. Now it's kind of for Earth Day because it talks about the oceans and keeping the beaches clean, but it's also very, 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 very interesting about talking about a beach in California that is covered in beautiful pieces of sea glass. So I learned a lot also. So, and then very good details, and hopefully you can go online because you can watch the video. So it just talks more about trash or treasure. Again, thinking about Earth Day. And then on the back page, it talks about recycling. And again, I hope you watched that kind of fun, silly video about the monster and Earth Day. I think you're going to like it. So that's just a shout out for this could be the one. So it's April. And it's the one with Beach of Glass. I think you're going to like that one. I did tell you today that you can have one more day of not doing IXL. If you want to cross out IXL, that's fine, but then you have to pinky promise me, pinky promise, that you're doing IXL, letter L, mixed operations, numbers 14 and 15, with the input-output tables. And also, if you want to do 13, just to stretch your brain, that would be awesome flossom. So, and even if you want to go out down to 16, if you're rocking on this, go ahead. But really wanting you to spend some time on L14 and 15, because I know that they work a lot with input-output tables in 3rd grade. So that seems kind of short today. So let's review. Take your spelling test. Do your Scholastic News. Do IXL, and now we're going to do worksheet 14 and 15 on rounding to the nearest 100. And here's our sheet right here. And 14 looks like this, rounding to the nearest 100. Okay, so I have my little box here so I don't write so big. So let's take a look at the first one, 7,438. And we're rounding to the nearest 100. Nearest 100, all right? So remember how I kind of taught you for now till we get a little bit more confident? Think of 438. So we're wondering, are we going to round it down to 400, or are we going to round it up to 500? Okay, so 38 is less than 50. So rounding to the nearest 100, this would be 7,400. 38 is closer to 400 than it is to 500. So the answer would be 7,400. Let's do a couple more. You've learned so much and come so far since I saw you last in school. 3,003. Oh, are you kind of thinking that's a freebie? A little bit, right? 3. Is 3,003 closer to 3,100 Or is it just closer to 3,000? Because remember, 3,000 is 100. Yep. So this one's a little tricky, and that's why I picked it. So think of 3. So just think of the 0 to 100, and think of the number 3. 3 is closer to 0 than to 100, right? Way closer, like, what? Yeah, 1, 2, yeah. So it's 3,000 what, second graders? I heard some of you are answering me out there. I love that. I can hear you. Now whistle. Or give it a whoop. It's 3,000, isn't it? Sure. 3,000. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's do 9,027. Sorry about the slap B0. 9,027. So we're wondering, is it 9,100 or is it just 9,000? Okay, because remember, base 10 is zeros and that's 100, right? Okay, so it's 27. Is 27 closer to 0 or is 27 closer to 100? Do we round down or do we round up? Well, 27 is less than 50, so we round down. Yep. So we round 9,027 to 9,000. Okay? Now, boys and girls, if it was 9,077, 77 is more than 50. 77 is closer to 100 than to 0, so 9,077 would be 9,100. So this page might need a little extra help because it is into the thousands, and that's okay. That's good. But that part of families is new, rounding to the nearest 100 when we're studying a number with the thousands. Okay. All right. So those families, those are the ones we're going to need some help with. But then let's just pick any number. Let's do 385. So is it going to stay in the 300s? Are we going to, and so are we going to round down to 300? Are we going to round up to 400? Okay, so it's 85, 50 or more, so we round up to 400. 85 is closer to, 385 is closer to 400 than it is to 300. So we would round 385 to 400. Okay? You also are asked to do page 15, but second graders, this one's a little bit more, it's less complicated. Let's say that. Because look, they kind of give us a reminder sheet here. This is rounding to the nearest 100. Round each number to the nearest 100. Okay, and it has it might be a Babe the Blue Ox, remember? From Paul Bunyan. You should color them blue when we get done. So it has by 50s, 150, 200, 250, 300, but the job is nearest 100. But you know, they give us the 50s because that's the deciding middle. That's the middle where we decide. So let's do 445. So one more time, rounding to the nearest 100, 445, okay? So when we look, 445, it's less than 50. So 445 is less than 450, so we round down. Okay, so 445 is really 400. Okay, let's go to N. Let's work at 264. 264, again, rounding to the nearest 100. 264, okay? So we're asking, is it going to stay 200, or are we going to round up to 364? So when we look on our paper, 250 and 300. 264 is after 50, so we round up. 264, we round up to 300 because 64 is more than 50. All right? If you need, there is also a video on the second grade website for rounding to the nearest 100. And so that might be helpful for you. Yes, I remember looking on YouTube, and there were some that I just didn't really care for. So I know there's one on the second grade website. So head over there if you need any extra help, and let me know if you need more from me. All right, so boys and girls, that ends week 4, day 4, and I hope you're doing okay. I didn't sleep very well last night. I'm just also feeling unsettled, unsure, maybe a little frightened. But then what I do is I talk to my friends and I talk to Mr. C about how I'm feeling. Yep. So I hope you're doing that too. I hope that you're talking to friends or talking to adults, talking to grandparents, talking to someone and telling them how you're feeling, not to feel embarrassed. This is really different, second graders. And there are so many people here up at school cheering for you and thinking about you daily, many times a day. So it's okay. Not every day is going to be a sunshine day, but the sun is out. Try to get some fresh air, get some exercise. That does help your brain to figure things out, okay? Friendship sprinkles. Love you. Bye.